Frank can't talk.
Okay, I want to thank everyone for coming out to Lakeland today for recognition of the Negro Leagues. I'm not going to be up here too long because no one came here to watch me speak or listen to me speak. I didn't play, so we'll go pretty quick. First, I want to thank Bob Zimmer and his family for helping set up the display, and Aces Jewelers for loaning the memorabilia that's outside and helping set this up. I'd like to thank Lester Lockett, and it's L-O-C-K-E-T-T, not E. I spelled that wrong earlier, so sorry, Lester. I want to thank Double Duty Radcliffe, and if you haven't heard him earlier, he'll tell you, and he'll tell everybody all today, he is the oldest living Negro League player still alive. Okay, basically what we're going to do is we're going to have the players come up. They're going to tell stories about their experiences in the Negro Leagues. And after that, if you have a question, just please raise your hand, stand up, speak up loudly, and they'll try to answer your question the best they can. The idea for the session today is to get items on film so we can send it to either the Negro League Players Association or the Negro League Museum, because basically a lot of the players won't be around much longer. It's a part of history that most people either don't know about or forgotten about. So the idea is to let a lot of people experience as part of our history, as far as either baseball or just part of American history. So what we're going to do first is we're going to invite Lester Lockett up here, but before we do, I'm going to give a real quick, biography for him. Well, it won't be quick. Okay, Lester Lockett. He was an outfielder, third baseman, second baseman, shortstop. Played for the Birmingham Black Barons, Cincinnati Buckeyes, Chicago American Giants,
Don't be all day.
Cincinnati and Indianapolis Clowns, and the Baltimore Elite Giants.
I'll say that to you. Wait, you get it. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's very nice for us to have you come here and see and hear what's going to happen, what's happening rather. I hope you don't get frightened and run out the door and we start talking. But it's a pleasure. We enjoy the little ones. I say little ones because those that are 9, 10, and 11, 12, like that. We travel all over, go to different cities, meet different people, all kinds. Some we have to take a low cotton and take a lot from them because we have to eat. So we make them angry, we may not be able to eat because they might not give us anything. But it's wonderful, and we have our pictures here, different things. Don't be afraid to ask us whatever you want to ask. It's not going to make us angry. And if you have little ones, 9-year-old, 10-year-old, different ones, so we'll be glad to be able to. We have to. And if we don't, we won't eat. Some of our movements or some of our cities that we visited, places that we attended all over the country, and in foreign countries we had to go. I mean, we went, not had to, but we went into foreign countries, talked. We enjoyed ourselves very much, and people enjoyed us. And we're glad to see you out here today in all this snow and ice. I know you. Now you know I'm gonna tell you why he's laughing. He thinks that I don't know that there's no snow out there. I appreciate it very much. I appreciate it very much. And anything you want, just don't be afraid to ask. It doesn't matter. And enjoy yourself. I won't take long because we have some more guys want to say something.
Questions for Lester?
Is there any questions? Anybody have any questions they want to ask?
Mr. Lockett,
Yes.
we all know the Negro teams played their best baseball when they were playing exhibition games against the professional ball players. Can you tell us what your most memorable game in the exhibition games at that time?
Well, not all of them. Not all of them, but I think that when we played the National American League organizations, not the semi-pros and anything like that, we knew we could beat them, you know, the semi-pro guys. But when we played teams in the National or American League, that's when we put on our best. People had to, knew we had to really come through, and we did. Most of the time. They beat us sometimes. And I think the time that they beat us, we were kind of soft on them, felt sorry for them. But otherwise, we really enjoyed ourselves in playing those American League and National League teams. Yes.
Mr. Vaughn?
Yes.
Now, when you in these exhibition games, what pitcher did you get your finest hit on, or who did you enjoy hitting the best?
Well, we didn't pay too much, I did not rather, pay too much attention to a guy who was just a ball player, a pitcher, semi-pro. We like to hit against the guys that pitched in the big league, you know, the major league. And I enjoyed getting hits from those guys. You think, well, we had some pitchers that were really tough there. American League and National League. And if you got one or two hits off of them,
1 minute.
that
I want to tell you all something. You get 408 in 1944. He left the nation and hit in 1944. Hit 408. But then he got the big head.
But look, don't tell them, or they might sign me up now. You know? So I appreciate very much everyone coming out. And there's a lot that you can find out if you just stick around till about 2 or 3 in the morning. Yeah. Thank you very much. I really enjoyed being here. Thank you.
Okay, next player is coming up is Ted Double Duty Radcliffe. I'm going to let him explain how he got his name.
He left.
What? Well, I'm going to let you explain how you got your name because the hotel asked me how you got your name the other night because I told them I needed room for double duty and you're like, I don't know about that.
Well, everyone double duty.
Want to sit down?
That's right.
Want to sit down?
Huh?
Sit down.
Oh yeah, let me get it. Okay, go ahead. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure for me to be here today. This man, stand up. That's my man. That's my best friend, one of my best friends of my whole life. You all know I'm the oldest living baseball player. I'm 97. I played 56 years. I'm the only man could pitch and catch. If you don't believe me, call President Clinton, he'll tell you. I want to tell you all about President Clinton before I talk about baseball. Thank God I've been to Washington 3 times. I was there with President Carter, I was there with Reagan, but this is my man. Because he like the young girls like me. He asked me, he said, Double Duty, Satchel Paige told me that you was a ladies' man. I said, what's wrong with that? Then it was your mother a lady? I said, a young lady can make the world happy, because if it wasn't for her, would be no soldier here to fight in the army. He said, well, that's enough of that. He said, how many children did you have? I said, I had 4. He said, I don't mean home, I mean on the road. I said, well, that's a $64 question. He said, why? I told him, I was a hit and run man. I didn't like double plays. And he told me I could go. Now I'm going to tell you all how I got the name Nick Double Duty. 1932, we played the first Black World Series recognized by the news media at Yankee Stadium, and we had 57,000 people. Satchel Paige pitched the first game, and I caught him, and the score was 0-0 until the 7th inning, We were playing the New York Lake and Giants, and they had a hell of a team too. So we got 2 men on base, and there walked Josh Gibson to pitch to the great Double Duty. And I hit it in the upper deck for a home run. And we shut about 4-0. After the game, I went out in the parking lot and was sitting in my bus trying to get me a date with a strange girl. And they come out and told me I had to pitch the second game. I just had pitched Friday night in Philadelphia. I said, well, you gonna put a little east under the money? He said, yeah, I'll give you extra $100. I said, good God Almighty, I'm gonna pitch. And I pitched it, and I shut them out 6-0. Damon Runyon, the secretary of business manager for the New York Yankees, named me Double Duty. And that night, the New York Times paper come out with the and said, what's that price in Meach of 2 to see Double Duty in action? So up to this day, the young girls still call me Double Duty. And I'm a happy man. Because I don't want nothing old but money, nothing big but a bankroll, nothing black but a Cadillac, nothing white but a pool pup. If should any woman come up to me now over 22, I don't speak English. Now I'm going to talk about baseball. I played 56 years of my life in baseball. I managed 28 years. I played in more games. I did more everything and everybody because nobody could come close to me playing. And Satchel Paige and I made history. We went to Bismarck, North Dakota to play with a white team. And God was in my corner because I wasn't making but $350 a month. And when Abe Saperstein of the Harlem Globetrotters was my agent. When he got us $1,000 a month in salary, I like to black out. I was so shocked. And I told my wife, ladies and gentlemen, I was married to my wife 15 years. She just died a year before this. I told my wife was working in a hotel as a maid, making $50 a week. I said, you quit that damn job now because I'm going to be a rich son of a bitch. And she quit, and we didn't have no more problem. So Satchel Paige and I played in North Dakota 4 years, and most of those teams was up there made of summer pro players and minor league players. So that's who that. Thank you. So that me? Anyway, we played up there 4 years. Neither one of us lost a game. We won 42 tournaments games. So finally, a man came up there, used to pitch for Detroit. Treadwell came up there. He told the people, say, y'all ain't nothing but a damn fool. Said, Satchel Paige throwing the ball 120 miles an hour, and Double Duty throwing it 100, y'all ain't gonna never win a game. So they bought us out. But we went to Wichita, Kansas. You know all about the summer pro tournament. We went down there and we won that tournament 2 years straight, and they bought us out. In '36, when we won it, I was sitting out in the lobby, me and Satchel playing cool, playing cool. I heard them say, Double Duty won it, the Double Duty won it. I said, what the hell they want? Baseball's over. They called me into the room where they're having a meeting. And they had Overmar used to pitch for the Tigers, speak first because he was managing Fort West Texas team. He got up first. And he said, if Double Duty and Satchel come back, we are not going to play no more because we can't compete with them. And this is the final word. He thought it was making me mad, but I hadn't got my money. I didn't care. He said, if them two niggas come back, we ain't coming back. So they bought us out of there. And the next year we went to Denver, Colorado, and we won that tournament. That was $150,000. Now I never will forget that man. Gene Churchill, the owner of the mayor now in Bismarck, he gave me my first car in 1936. He gave me a Ford, and he gave Sasson a Chrysler. He gave us each one $250 because we was on our way to play ball in California, Winter League. The gas money was $11. I told him, just like I'm telling you, I said, Mr. Churchill, I've never prayed for a man better with you, but it's still a blessing. God bless America. I'm asking God to bless you. And he said, coming from you, double duty, that's a good thing. We played a game in Traverse City, Michigan. That's a big summer resort. You know, it's still big, like New Jersey. And the police was the manager of the team up there. And he come over to our dugout. He said, if you niggas beat us, we gonna run you out of town. So the boss took me, and we went and found 2 state police. And we come back, put one on each side of the door. We run them 20-0. And then after we beat them bad, they throw the eggs and everything after. But the police brought us out of town 20 miles until we got out of sight. They thought Jackie Robinson had a hard time. No, he didn't. No. We had the hard time. And I will tell you something else y'all never heard of in your life. We used to play 4 games a day. Would you believe that? We used to play 4 games a day. 4 times a year. Every holiday we played 4 games. 9:30 in the morning, 12:30 at noon, and 8:30 at night. We played in Chicago 3 games with white team, Garrison, what? Then we go to Milwaukee that night. But when you got through playing, you still sitting at the table, your food's still there. You get tired to eat. And we wasn't, look what they're getting paid now. They get $1 million for looking. Some of them can't catch a cold, how they gonna play baseball? You see in the world, you see them boys drop them balls? If they did that with me, they'd have to go to the cotton field. We could play. You never heard of nobody pitching and catching like me, have you? I did it for 56 years. But I still don't like no old man. If you catch, I'm 97. I don't care if a young woman don't do nothing but come there and just rub my cheek, I appreciate it. If an old woman come, I'm gonna black out. I'm gonna say I'm blacking out. I'm so glad you all came here. I wish more people had to come. This is the smallest crowd I ever had in my life, but still doing when I come back. Of course, I got the right man. That's gonna be my agent. I'm gonna fire everybody, but he's a real man, honest to God. I've never been treated so well as nobody than this man right there. God bless you. And God bless you. Well, stand up, baby. Let them see you. Let them see who his wife is. She's a peach. Everybody. Now, next time I came from here, are we going to school today?
We're going to stay here for another hour or so.
Are the kids coming?
Well, we got a couple new kids right here just came up.
You all from the school?
No, we're not.
Well, I like to teach the kids. When I'm in Chicago, I don't go nowhere for nothing because I played too long for nothing. But I go for kids for nothing. Anyway, I don't care what color wear, I go for kids. But the grown people got to pay double duty. Because I'm in bad shape. You know, I could talk all night about the history of us. I want to tell you all about Satchel Paige, how great he was. I know you all would like to know. We were playing in that tournament in Wichita in 1935, the first year we went there. And if you won 7 games, you won the whole tournament. And if you got 9 runs before 5 business, they called it off. Somebody else played. So every day, we didn't ever go 9 innings, never went over 7 innings. And the last game we played, we had won 6 straight. And the team we played was from Enoch, Oklahoma, cement company, and they had hired Bill Doak, a spitball pitcher, used to pitch for the St. Louis Cardinals. So I was batting the white team, and I pitched Chet Brewer from the Kansas City Monarchs. And the score was 2-1 in the 9th inning and 2 out. And Brewer was throwing the ball, and the umpire walked 3 men full, nobody out. And I had told Satchel Paige to go down in the bullpen and warm up. When I looked out at that big router laying on the ground playing basketball with 3 white kids. So I said, come on. He come on. In those days, they only give you 12 pitches for a warm-up. He threw 12 pitches. He walked up and looked at that stand at 28,000 people. He said, they're gonna think it's night out there. I'm ready. He went back on that mound. The good Lord knows, looking down on me now, he threw 9 pitches. There was 1 main strike. And the last man at the bat, I'll never forget long, the umpire said, my man, you should have swung, course you out of there. And we walked away with that money, $100,000. But the man was good, though. He gave us both a car. That's the best man ever played ball. And I played 56 years. I had some, this old jacket. I never will forget Waycross, Georgia. We was on our way from Birmingham to Jacksonville, and we stopped at a Sinclair station to get some gas, and some of the boys jumped out the bus and grabbed the hose. White man said, nigga, put them holes down. White folks, Greg, get you a bottle. I got so mad I wouldn't buy no gas and got 10 miles out on the road and run out of gas. And the ball field went push 5 miles, but the ball field was laughing. They said they're glad I didn't buy. We had some hard times. Right in Las Vegas, I've never been back. 39, we played the big league all-stars in Las Vegas. We couldn't get wrong. Had to sleep in the bus. You hear me? We had a hard time. But I'm a Christian man. God take care of me. And another thing, President Clinton, I would like to know how you can still drive your car, your Bavaria, that's 70, and he have to use a wheelchair. I said, he didn't have no sense. He said, why? I said, he put with old women, and they put fever in you. He said, what do you like? I said, if it's over 22, I don't speak English. Ain't that right? This is me. Who's going? What time we going to the schools?
We're here.
I mean, what time we gonna be with them? I ain't got nothing to do, folks. Your time is my time, I'll tell you.
This is it, right?
And whatever I do, they do it.
We're staying here for another.
Huh?
We're going to stay here for another hour or so, and then we're going to call it a day.
I'm enjoying myself talking to you people.
Maybe some people have some questions from the audience.
Who want to know something? Yeah.
And we all know Jackie Robinson.
Huh?
We all know
You
Jackie
can
Robinson.
come up a little closer. And
We all know Jackie Robinson broke the race
big
barrier. But in 1950, as player manager of the Giants, you hired 3 white people to play baseball.
Well,
And they were later weren't allowed to play in a game. How did you feel about that?
Now listen, I'll tell you this first. I was Jackie Robinson's first manager. The 3 white boys I took to Birmingham. And this guy, Bull O'Connor, would put the Bulldogs on Luther King. He was my best friend there. So when we pulled up to the ballpark in Birmingham, he was there, the whole 18,000 people, but it was all packed. So when I got out the bus, I had an answer for me. He said, "W, you know them niggas?" I said, "I know, we got to make some money." He said, "You're a smarter nigga than I thought you were." But he didn't bother me. But he was a rough man. He took the dog nose. Did you read about it? When they were parading down there, he took the dog nose. There was a gang in there. And you know something else? I'm a lucky old man. When I was managed in Birmingham and he was playing left field, he hit 4 leads down. And he let me park my car on the range and put his name on it. I said, God bless him. But I couldn't beat him, I had to stick with him. But Jackie Robinson was something. But he wasn't the best ball player we had. But he best was to break the color line. Because some of the people couldn't have took it. But we had Willie Wells and Turkey Store and them fellas. We had some ball players. But he was a good ball player, though. And he was my first roomie when we went to Kansas City together. I was there when they hired him in New York Eagles. That was on the 15th of June. And we were playing the New York Eagles in Newark, and they advertised Newcomb was pitching for Newcomb. John Newcomb was pitching for Newark, and me and Thatcher were Monarchs. And you know what happened, don't you? When the dust cleared away, Monarchs 13, Newark nothing. Jackie Robinson had a double, a home run, 2 singles, and stole 4 bases that night. And they sent Clyde Suckerford, George Sisler over there. But they talked with me, of course I knew Jackie Brennan, but before they even talked to him. I was glad to see him go, but it broke up the Black League. But it didn't hurt me because I started to scout. You know, I tell you about I'm not bragging, but I'm so glad that I made a good name for myself. And everybody still likes me. And I'm still healthy. So God's keeping me up or something. But you have to do what's right. I don't drink. I never drank in my life. But I wish. Look what they're getting now. I have a dog on. You think what? This boy with the White Sox belly getting $10 million. A
year.
Huh?
A year.
A year. In the Black League, I never made over $1,000 a month. I didn't make no big money until I went to Mexico. That's when Mickey Orange and Sal Magna and all of them was down there. And on my picture staff, I had Macklin there, and I had Martin, and I had Sal Magna, and I had the boy, one of the great black pitchers, Leon Day, and Barney Brown. And when I went down there, Mickey Orange was catching. I got off the plane, hit a home run, 2 doubles, and drove in 5 runs. And that day, Mickey Orange would come back and do that thing. Or you know he wasn't going to catch no more. He never do that, right? What you want, Will?
Go ahead. Mr. Radcliffe, those East-West games, those were most significant. Those East-West games, those East-West games,
East-West.
that is there one in particular that stands out in your mind?
Got one particular contest I remember. Yeah, this was in 1944. They're making $200 or $300 a month, and you give them $200 a day, you got to take it. So we took it, and we did all right.
May I ask, did you bat against Bob Feller in an exhibition game?
Me?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. What are you talking about? Throw his butt up. I never will forget we playing a game in Los Angeles, and the Angels, called them Los Angeles Angels then, and we playing the game, and they let Lena Horne, Marlene Dietrich, and Betty Grib, and George Webb, and James Stewart all were celebrities, and they threw out the first ball. All the people in Helen McDaniel, you know, the great black actress, she had a party for us that night. And when I met Marlene Dietrich, she's so pretty. She came up to me and she said, "Never do it." I'm just so, I said, "Listen, baby, you guard your own earth." I kissed her on the forehead. I said, "I don't know whether I'm going to wake up or not, but I'm happy." But I'm going to tell you, we played a game for the infantile paralysis, bad heart kids. They guaranteed us $100 apiece. So we played. Satchel shut about 3-0. You know, we played out there, you may not believe this, but we played out there 10 years. It was 3 years before Satchel lost the game. Would you believe it?
The man went 3 years.
Let me tell you, Bobo Newsom in 1949 pitched a no-hitter against Philadelphia after that, where they had Jimmy Fox and all them. I mean, they thought that was some accomplishment. So they advertised Satchel in Los Angeles to pitch that Sunday. I never will forget. When we got to the park, we didn't get up till 11. We went to the park at 12. Lined up. They had to take us around the back and get us in the back gate. I said, "Well, Satchel," I said, "you got to show him something today." He said, "I'm ready." Oh my God. I had a big old black mitt, and I greeted with neat for all. They only went that, boom! And when that ball hit, I could feel them jumping.